I'm so excited for today's video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm soups excited for today's video, like extra soups excited. Extra super excited. That's me. As you have seen from the title of this video, I've given birth. I'm just kidding. I mean, I have given birth, but not recently. Like it happened years ago, even though I'm only 20. Ooh, that's such an ugly face. Get to the point. We've only just begun and I'm already off track. Is anyone surprised? This, my friends, is a little quad that I have teamed up with Different Dimension and Glisten and Glow to bring you. And it is so exciting because when I have these thoughts in my head of like, oh, if I could create a nail polish, this is what I would create. It's so hard for me to imagine these thoughts in my head, just me like telling someone this is what I want it to look like, this is what I want it to be, and then these polished geniuses create like exactly what was in my head is now in a bottle, and it just blows my mind. So this is the YWP Posse Quad. This is very limited edition, and I'm not just saying that. It's not like, oh, this is limited edition and then it goes away and then it comes back, then it goes away and then it's back permanently. These are limited edition. There is a certain number of quads available. When they sell out, it is gone, it's done, you will never see it again. And it will be like it will be a special thing like, hey, remember Kam Pham? Oh, she was a good polish. It will not be available forever. I'm not just saying that, it is the truth. These retail for $45. It's only available as a quad. You can't buy any of them separately, only as a quad. So these are getting ready to launch in like a half an hour from when this video is going live, which is so exciting. I've been holding this secret in my heart for so long, and I wasn't supposed to like drop any hints or anything. I did drop a few hints on Snapchat, which a couple people picked up on, but it's finally coming. $45. There is international shipping, so if you're in Australia, if you're in Bangladesh. Hunter told me yesterday that he's thinking about going to grad school in Bangladesh. I mean, why not? Pennsylvania to Bangladesh, no big deal. Okay, so I'm gonna go through and let you guys know like the descriptions. I'm gonna show you swatches. If you guys would like to see some nail art with these, you're in luck because I have a video going up in a few days with a little live swatching and some nail art for all of my nail people. I know I've totally slacked off on doing nail art. I don't know what happened, but I went through my Instagram the other day and I was like, damn, I used to be good at some nail art. Why don't I do it anymore? I've just been really busy. Everybody's busy. It's not a good excuse though. We want the nail art. I'm speaking for the people. So these little guys are in collaboration with Different Dimension and Glisten and Glow, which are two of my favorite indie brands. Jill and Miss, who are the owners of each brand, are geniuses. They are polished geniuses. I bow down to them. I did nothing for this collab. They did all the work. I'm just the messenger. Like, I was just the girl who had the thoughts in her head, and I told them what I wanted the polishes to look like. They did all of the heavy lifting. They are so amazing. Like, I could obviously never do this without them. Where should we start? Let's start with this one. So if you've been with me for any amount of time, you know that one of my favorite things in the world is anything purple with the blue shift. I don't know why. Some people love holographic. Some people love iridescent, which I love a good iridescent anything. But purple with a blue shift is just, it's just my thing. Like eyeshadow, anything purple with a blue shift, especially nail polish, it just brings so much joy to my heart. So this was like the first polish that I knew I wanted to do, and this one is called Kam Pham. There's a long story behind the whole camel thing. It started out as camel toe, and then it somehow turned into Kam Pham, and it's just a thing. We have many weird things in this whole YWP world that we say that no one else understands, but we get it, and that's all that matters. It's one of those polishes that, like, just looking at it in the bottle, like, are you dying? I'm dying. So it's one of those polishes that kind of has that opal thing going on, But a lot of times those polishes are very, very sheer, and I wanted to make sure this was totally opaque in 2 coats, and it is. It's incredible. So the base colors, this like bright, like lilac-y, almost like a neon purple, but then it has that really strong shift to it. It is glorious. It's exactly what I wanted. I love it so much. It's perfect. Like, just looking at it in the bottle, I'm like, I want you all over my body and on my cam. The next one is Young, Wild, and Pink, and this one reminds me a lot of Color Club Right On, which is one of my all-time favorite polishes. The original Right On, before they went and totally jacked it up. It's hot pink, but it has that like blue shift to it. It is described as, so it's a bright pink polish loaded with blue, pink, and purple shimmers and flakes. There's little teeny tiny like micro flakes in it on the nail. That bluish shift just looks so cool. It takes like a basic polish and just makes it so different and so pretty. I love this. This on the toes in the summer is going to just be so good. This is actually one of my, well, I love all of them, but this is one of my favorites. And this, for me, when I was creating the polishes, was the one that I didn't know really exactly what I wanted to do with it. I kind of knew what I wanted, but I wasn't sure. We actually changed this polish at the 11th hour, at the very last minute. The bottles were already filled, the labels were already put on, and I changed this polish. And I'm so glad that I did, because it is absolutely perfect. This is Topaz in a bottle, and it is described as just heaven, pretty much. It's described as a light turquoise linear holographic polish with added shimmers that reflect light to create an iridescent effect. So in layman's terms, this is a sparkly teal holographic polish with a violet purple shift, and it's so unique. Now that this polish is in the bottle, I'm like, oh my god, that is so cool and different, and I needed you in my life. I didn't even know it, but now that I have you, like, I can't live without you. It's really pretty. It looks really good, and it doesn't only look good in certain lighting. Sometimes I'll do my nails and the polish looks so good under certain lighting, and then I go into a different room and it's like, oh, I don't like this, you know? It can really make a big difference. So this one looks good in every lighting situation. It's so good. And then this last one is probably the one that means the most in my heart. This one is Valiant Violet, and this is like what I'm gonna call the accent nail polish, just because it's the most glittery and sparkly. It's holographic. It's what I have on right now. So let me read you guys what the description is, because Jill is much better at describing it than I am. So it is a bright, blingy silver galaxy hollow micro glitter polish loaded with tons of violet shimmer. Perfect description. She's so much better at that than I am. That's why she's the owner and I'm just the YouTuber. So I knew that I wanted to name one of these polishes after Violet. Most of you probably know who Violet is in my life. She started out as a subscriber. My friend Amber, who is Violet's mom, started out as one of my subscribers. We talked, we got close. Violet became just this little ball of light and happiness in my life. Amber would send me videos of Violet just doing the cutest things, like pretending she was a YouTuber, and it just like melted my heart. It melted your hearts. I would post her on Instagram and you guys would just like, everybody that comes in contact with this child just melts. She has been through so much heart surgeries. I mean, you name it, she's had it done. She is such a trooper. She's one of the most amazing people that I've ever come in contact with in my life. She's just always happy, and I look at other people in the world who like have the world by the balls and they're miserable, or they treat people very poorly, and it's like this little girl, should be miserable because she has so much going on in her life that's not good. And she's the happiest child that I've ever seen. And she just brings so much joy to everyone. This one is for Violet. This is Valiant Violet. She is very valiant and I adore her and I love her so much. Yeah, those are my polishes. I am so happy with how they turned out. And I know I've already gotten sappy in this video, but I do just want to thank you guys because you guys are the reason that I'm able to even put my name on a bottle of nail polish. Like, it's just amazing that I'm able to do this. I love this. Like, I live and breathe this. This just brings me so much happiness. And it's because of you guys for watching me and just coming back to my channel, coming back to my Instagram. You guys never cease to amaze me with your kindness, your love. It just means so much to me. So thank you so much. So there are 2 codes that you guys can use for this quad. So YWP Ship will get you free shipping, and it can also be applied to other nail polishes in your cart. But you have to have the quad in your cart for the code to be used. Like, you can't just go to Glisten and Glow and be like, YWP ship, but I'm not buying the quad. You have to buy the quad in order to use the code. Does that make sense? I'll have all the info down below if my speaking is not making sense and it sounds like Greek. I'm Greek. There's another code YWP that will get you 10% off. You have to choose one or the other, but the YWP code is the only one that you can use if you're an international viewer. Only YWP can be used internationally. So if you're in Australia, you want to order this quad, use the code YWP and you will get 10% off. And I think that's all I needed to say about codes. I have all these thoughts in my head and I'm like, don't forget anything, don't forget anything. Squirrel. You guys are excited about these 4 polishes as much as I am. They're available. Go buy them, use a code. And I hope you guys love them. Let me know down below if you get them, which your favorite one is. I would probably have to say mine is Valiant Violet just because of the meaning behind it. And I also, like, I've had this one for 4 days straight. Also, this was a standout for me. But I love this one too, and then this looks so good on the toes. So Jill and Miss both came out with new collections recently, and they're both really good. Miss's collection is a glow-in-the-dark collection, and it's so cool. They're all like those like chalky pastel shades, but they're still like neon. Really, really good. And then Jill came out with the Mother Earth collection. They're so pretty. They're like creamy and pastel, but very bright. They're polishes that make you look tan, which are like my favorite kind of polishes for spring. They're gorgeous. So make sure you guys search around on the websites before you check out. I'm just saying, there's really good polishes. And if you guys are looking for any other polishes from either brand, I'm gonna list some of my favorites down below because I have very specific ones that whenever I get asked from people like, what's your favorite Glisten and Glow shades? I know right away, like bam, bam, bam. So I'll put like 3 of each of my favorites down below from both brands in case you're curious. But yeah, I love you guys. Thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Do you see that blue? Oh! Kam Pham in my camel toe! Why am I crying? Oh my god! It's a good day to make some punch. It's a good day. I could've just named it camel toe, but I could just imagine people like going on Missy's site and being like, is that polish really called camel toe? Like, I don't want that. No. Okay, ring's on. We're still married.